bandiraɓe on calminama kadi sukaɓe ngenni are moɗon hande kadi min gaddi kadi ko ha hande ko yahat ɗo e nder Amérique ko woni ganduɗa hoorema mouvement jahoɗo woni haareji ɗi e ko fate seppoji ɗi ko ɗum min gaddani moɗon hande noon toɓɓere amen fayi koye holko firti mouvement o e hoore mum ko ɗum min jiiɗi haalande moɗon woni dillere nde holko ɗum firti holko ɗum yahata eyyi ko ɗum ɗo min jogori haalande mon hande eɗen gondi ɗo e Oumar Diallo Oumar Acce ene won nder Rigui Diallo hande ko minen gari ɗo kadi min mbaɗa yoga juurto sappo dialo hamin ganda no yarata ni ɗum noon Oumar calmina bandiraɓe.
Assalamu alaikum bandiraɓe calminama Nguurdam. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Omar Diallo and today's topic is basically defining the movement that's going on in the US right now. What is, the definition of Black Lives Matter?
Assalamu alaikum, Oumar Acce. Min garɗo hannde ko haalande moon Black Lives Matter mouvement gonɗo nder États-Unis holko yahata holko woni définition muɗum kadi holko haalata hen ha mbawen famminde bandiraɓe holko mouvement fitte exactement. My name is Omar. We're here today to talk about Black Lives Matter so that everybody have a better understanding of what is that exactly.
Assalamu alaikum bandira, komin Rigiyata Amur Diallo Wandoyed. Hi guys, it's Rigui Diallo over here. We're here to talk about what is Black Lives Matter, what does it mean, what does it stand for kind of, and yeah.
Okay, ɗum noon no mbiɗen ni tan bandiraɓe wadde puɗɗoɗen e Oumar aɗa wawi janggan Oumar Acce ɗo Oumar Diallo e Oumar Acce. Oumar Acce haalan men e anglais holko firti nder o Black Lives Matter woni Nguurdam Ɓaleejo in haani.
Okay, Black Lives Matter en anglais firti ko a political social movement and originating among African Americans, emphasizing basic human rights and social equality for Black people and campaign against various forms of racism. That's what Black Lives Matter firti en anglais ko.
Okay, so woni ko ganduɗa hoorema ko dawrugol e rendo ngam ganduɗa hoorema gonka Amérique naaɓe ɗo e nder Amérique tawi kadi ɓe kaɓanto ko fate leñamago e nder Amérique ko ɗum ɗon firingo firti e nder ɗemgal Pulaar e ɓe kaɓano noon kala façon leñamago kono noon koye nder systéme o woni nder ganduɗa hoorema gouvernement o ko ɗum ɗon baggue ɓe jaari ko ɗum firti Black Lives Matter. So joni noon guys holko firti holko Black Lives onon e jiyanɗe moɗon holno foti wade mbete no wayni ko noon way is it supposed to be the way it is? Oumar Diallo.
Well, I do not, agree on a lot of things that's happening right now. Black Lives Matter, it should be like technically like all life matter because it's not just basically just about the Black community in general. We should focus on trying to unite people into one instead of dividing them.
Okay. Joni noon Oumar aɗa firti ɗum e Pulaar walla ko kalɗa ko?
Non firti ɗum e Pulaar. Min jooɗo haddana presque ko wiide mouvement américain gonɗo ɗo soɓe jogui mouvement wiide ɓaleɓe foof pitale men ene mérite wurde yimɓe foof presque pitale men ne foti manani mbiyami ka ne foti wadde importance quoi. Kamɓe ɓe jaltata tan koma tubak wara ɓaleejo walla ni mbiyen tan goɗɗe mais ɓaleɓe sene mbarodira hay goto haalata ɓe jaltata ɓe mbiyata kadi ɓe mbi kadi mouvement maɓɓe ko international kadi wiyani banggueji goɗɗi ɗi haalantami somi juumani ko UK Canada e États-Unis quoi ɗum on international maɓɓe so mbi noon Black Lives Matter fittani foof ɓaleejo foof foti ko wurde e jagguede importance quoi ko ɗum woni débat o hannde.
Rugi, what do you think about Black Lives Matter? What does it mean to you? How is it supposed to be?
So when I hear the words Black Lives Matter, I'm assuming it goes to going just to whether you're just simply Black American or African American. It's connecting all of them. It's connecting people that are in Africa, people that are in the UK, Canada, even in Africa itself, because there is oppression happening there. So it shouldn't just be systematically just about the African Americans or even Black people that are here in America. If they are truly international, like they say, instead of just being only for the UK, Canada, and America, then they should be also expanding to other regions where other Black people are at as well.
Okay, so pour pamen Black Lives Matter kamɓe ɓe mbi ko so tawi ganda horma haare nde ko haare ganda horma so tawi neɗɗo mo wona ɓaleejo wari ɓaleejo ko nden kamɓe ɓe jaltata. Joni noon enen namdal meɗen wonno ko tagi wonani wonde hayso ko ɓaleejo wari ɓaleejo kamɓen kadi ɓe jalta ha hande ɓe jingana ɓaleejo baraɗo o. Kono ko tagi ɓe padata ko ha ganda hoore ma ko wayno tubako walla police o wara ɓaleejo nden ɓe mbiya ɓe jalta. Hay ɗum kadi wonanta police ɓaleejo wonata police tubako. Holko tagi ɗum. Joni noon kamɓe fof kadi ɓe gaddi hen jiyanɗe mabɓe. Hay min e hooram mbiɗa yaadi wonde miijo ngo ko foti wonde ko enen fof, enen ɓaleɓe ɓe fof e nder meɗen ko ɗon caɗele ɗe ngoni. Hay ɗon en foti kamɓe ɓaleɓe ɓe foti yaltude woni mouvement o woni dillere nde ɓe jalta soɓe jii ɓaleejo ene wara woƴaka so police woƴaka so ɗo wawi warede fof ɓe jalta ɓe kaɗa ɗum ko ɗum foti wonde yiyande mabɓe minen ko ɗum min miiji hen.
soɓe darima am sorry ko mbaɗata kone moƴƴi ɓe ɓaleejo so waɗama no George Floyd waɗani ne yurminini Mousse tout ça là kadi ko Aissata wi ko quoi hoɗo pat ha tubak waɗa ɓaleejo jomine mbiyene jalta mais ɓaleɓe ne mbaɗe partout dans États-Unis ɓaleɓe ne mbaɗe Chicago ɓaleɓe ne mbaɗe New York mais ɓeɗon holto justice mabɓe woni ɓeɗo kañum yimɓe ne jiiɗi yiya ñawnoɓe holto woni ɓeɗo yimɓe ne jiiɗi avant woni tuboɓe sa ɓe jagguiraɓe ɓaleɓe comme ça wonno pour jagguirde par ce que mbiyata ɓaleɓe ne mbarinde koye men mais so natti warindirde koye men en goni mouvement goto ko nden mbawɗen wiide tubak fota wadde meɗen mais eɗen mbaɗa koye meɗen ha para so neɗɗo goɗɗo wari men kadi gaɗen goyta ɗum no ala sens quoi a faami no waddani no muusi so haalde Allah omo sohli justice a faami kadi comme Aissata wino nani ko tipping point quoi ko George Floyd waɗa ko ɗum tan ɓaleɓe muusi hen ko hunde gaño noon guila ko ɓooyi no waddani tan après ɗum ɗo il faut jabti mais wona tan George Floyd wimo woni maire o ko manda sa fami jimi wiide ko ɓaleɓe fof pour ko like dartade wasa warindire koye men quoi
siko hande ko ɗum tan woni jaɓɓande amen Rogi an hol goɗɗum ho joguiɗa kar ɓeyde hen.
I want to also add into the fact that, when you see the Black Lives Matter trailing, it has a really good, strong point of what they're trying to stand for and stuff like that. But the way they're wording it is kind of, contradictory to what they're, actually promoting. Because when you hear the words Black Lives Matter, it's not just Black lives in America matter. Black lives in the UK matter. Black lives in Canada matter. Black lives matter. Meaning, it doesn't matter what type of, expansion you have, as long as you have a connection in the Black community, as a Black person yourself, whether you're mixed with something else or not, you have Black descendants in your blood, then your life matters. So why is it that, internationally wise, we don't grieve all together? We saw many things happening in Africa itself that we don't also promote. We saw things that's happening in the UK that we may not also promote. It doesn't matter what your religion is as a Black person, what your, background is as a Black person. If your life truly matters, then why is it you're not being covered into the campaign also for something that's being oppressed with you, for something that you feel grievance to as well?
For me, I'm just gonna add a little part because I feel like everything that goes on, even England, or people are protesting. Spain, around the world, there's black people there. So in the U.S., we just focus here. When a black person get killed here, the reaction seems like it's more, but when it's another place, like it's it's less. You don't hear about it. It's just here in the U.S. So my thing is, why does that exist? Why can you change that? Why, if a black person kills someone else, we don't see that in the news? We just see it in the U.S. system. And I feel like if they can expand all that, so we can go, globally, like that, because we promote it, Black Lives Matter. So it should matter all around the world, not just the U.S. in general. And if that could be changed, that that would help everyone else. And among us, we all are black people. If we work together as a team instead of fighting, killing each other's, that would help a lot. Instead of us feeling like we don't worth nothing, we should come together as a team, because we have a lot of black educated people and who are successful. For example, Jay-Z, Michael Jordan, and many other black Americans who studied, who did things the right way. If we do that as people, all of us together, we can be successful and not just feel pity for yourself as an African American.
Okay, thank you. Ajara. Min mbami wi tan ko enen fof kala gonɗo ɓaleejo en foti andude wonde en mbiyani systéme o ko hakkunde meɗen tan, mbiɗen ko kamɓe systéme o yiɗa yo wayno, woni gonka Amérique naaɓe hakkunde mabɓe mataw e ɓaleɓe ko kañum en ɓe jiiɗi ɓe ganduɗa hoore ma yo gouvernement o daro waɗa luwaji ɗin foti yaarude ni, kadi luwaji ɗi so mbaɗama wona kadi ganduɗa hoore ma hunde kene huftidini yimɓe fof tawi wona neɗɗo goto walla aɗa andi ɓe jogui hunde Umar oɗon nanan wiye white privilege. Voilà, woni ganduɗa hoore ma ɗum ɗo oɗo luwa ko tubakoɓe tan mbaɗana ɗum. Par exemple jiiya yimɓe ɗiɗo gara eɓe liggo, tawi eɓe gara e usine goto ɗo liggete, jiiyaɓe ɓe ƴetta tubakoɓe ƴetta ɗum, tawi ɓaleejo ni sa ƴeewi kañum ɓuurimo janggude, eɗen jiiya ko way noon. ɗum ɗon fof foti ko dartade e tubakoɓe kadi poti kadi ko kañumen jaggande meɗen beete Amérique ne wonta Amérique ganduɗa hoore ma mo yimɓe fof no jiɗirɗen hoɗirde ne koɗiren noon ha ganduɗa hoore ma kine walla meɗen enen fof mbani wonde neɗɗo goto, ɗaccen wiide tan non ko ɓaleɓe tan poti toppitede walla ala ko woɗeɓe tan poti toppitede, min mbiyen yo Allah wallu meɗen beete enen fof mbawen toppitede e nder Amérique no poɗɗen toppitirede ni. ɗum noon Black Lives Matter amin jogui mon message mbi tan soɗon mbawi yon tinno jañño ɗon e miijo moɗon, miijo mon no yooɗi, it's very nice, but expand on it, make it for everybody, not just for blacks, make it for anybody whose right is not good, who's not treated well. Make it all of us and not just us the black, because then it's still calling it racial division. We're still dividing each other. The goal is to not divide. Anni yo ko hormen peccondir, par ce que sa yi tan ko ɓal gurdam ɓaleɓe tan wuuri joni noon tubakoɓe so ngari kamɓe ɓe mbi gurdam woɗeɓe tan foti ɗum ɗo holno wayata e meɗen, alay saago miijoɗen ɗum. We need to think about those things, guys. And also we do want to mention that there is one of our guy in our country, his name is Abbas Jallow. We want to also make sure that people hear about him. He did get killed by the Mauritanian military. We are asking justice for him, but we hope Black Lives Matter will hear this and also expand it out there, where every person's rights should be, heard.
Should be heard.
It's,
They should met.
the way Abbas Jallow got killed is just pretty much the same way George Floyd. I wouldn't say the same way he got killed, but not the same. Not quite in the same contest, but the way the black people are oppressed over here, that's the same way black people are oppressed in Mauritania. So we all we want is justice for Abbas Jallow. I'm sure he left loved ones, kids, just like George Floyd.
Yeah.
So I'm saying is if they have time to do all this stuff for one individual, they can expand it to all over the world. Yes, we Africans, there was once Africans. We just asking that to be mindful. There's a whole lot more people out there who need help, and I think that they should get it as well.
Rogisa highly afraid of him being back at the Waynad, and they will know in a focus in the good look, but then on a focus on Jaram and Gian tomorrow, mashallah, what if I it's really right?
So we're not saying any of this to make Black Lives Matter seem like it's not a good movement or anything like that, because it's a really good movement. They're starting off in a strong basis, but we want to see Black Lives Matter turning into something that will continue on for the further future, and expand their horizon, because they do quote that they're somewhat of an international foundation. And if that truly is an international foundation that's worth focusing on, worth being promoted globally, then it's something that should be advanced and expanded to minorities in general. Even though Black people have suffered a lot, and I do agree with a lot of our folks and stuff like that, we cannot deny that there is an outlining issue in even our community ourselves, and trying to solve those issues as well as the outer issues that correspond to each other. Those are the things that we really need to focus on, and hit in a very strong and positive way that makes us have a better future, have a better outlook, not just with not with just the police or the economic or political standpoints, but also just as human beings itself.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and also just be consistent. Don't wait until Black person get killed by a white person to come out and be like, okay, this is the end of the world. It should be like that every day until we get what we need. It don't matter, United States, Mauritania, Senegal, it don't matter. It should be consistent. Don't wait until somebody get killed and then we bring our posters out, or we doing this, we doing that. Yes, I get it's a tipping point, but it should be like that all the time. Consistency.
Kadi, honestly, the violence should be like the last resort. When gañindirangal piyandirangal foti wonde ko sakkiti hunde fof ɗum noon, let's be mindful of each other, and we don't want to destroy our businesses because we're mad. That's why we have this. Let's remember that we have the mind to use. There are our great leaders in the past. They used their mind and they still got what they want. So please, let's try to use that first before we try to use any violence, because it's not going to take us anywhere, and then we're going to also damage the person who didn't do nothing to the Black community. So Nguurdam Bandiraɓe, thank you very much.
Yo murtanaɓe koccu exemple eko yahata ɗo ko quoi. Murtanaɓe koccu exemple yoɓe jaltu hoɗoɓe kaɓe yoɓe ko asiri wi ko yoɓe use baabiji maɓɓe, yoɓe use hakkillaji, yoɓe jaltu yoɓe daro. Ɗum ɗo ko exemple yoɓe jiiwaji ɓe no mbaɗiri ɗo ni wona haade nde, wonata haade to yoɓe jaltu ɓe daro. A faami, ɓe ƴeewa haqqe maɓɓe gongni en mbaɗi ɗum, mais yoɓe jaltu à chaque fois, yo mbaɗa consistent. A faami, yoɓe jaltu à chaque fois.
Duumo yo wontan hande anen joɗen duuɓi sappo kadi en mbaɗani haydara, beele fof potam yimɓe fof no fotidir. Ɗum noon sukaɓe gendi on jarama. Wonde Diallo, Diallo.